What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the mix. I'm Warren. That's Elardo.
Hello.
And wow, we're on episode 35 of the mix. That's pretty good. We're gonna get to 50, dude. 35, and we're gonna talk about a bunch of stuff today. But the featured film was A Quiet Place 2. We also have The Conjuring, Inside, the Burnham comedy special, and Sweet Tooth, the first half of the show Sweet Tooth on Netflix. So yeah, it was supposed to be like more loaded, but we didn't have time to watch everything, but that's okay. So anyway, not our usual time also, and we may have to change it again next episode, but we'll talk about that at the end for the next live. But anyway, so A Quiet Place Part 2. I think it's the first time both of us had to go to the theater in a while to actually like watch something. So how was that for you?
Well, my thing was I like watching it with an audience, so I was like, I hope this movie is good for an audience, and not really, but it was worth it for the sound though, because I loved it when like things would go crazy, and then you'd go into the perspective of the daughter who's deaf, and then the theater sound would go, and it would feel really cool.
Yeah,
and you can't get that. You can't get that at home. So
yeah, I had a good time at the theater. It was just weird, like. I was like, oh, well, okay, so there's like a line for like the popcorn and stuff, and I was like, oh, how am I supposed to do this again? And like, because the one in Vegas is kind of weird, where it's like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's a weird line, and I like didn't know what to do with myself, so I was super awkward.
well,
But it was awesome.
it's like a cafeteria.
Yeah, it's like a cafeteria, and I was like, oh, where's this? Like, can I go pay now? Or anyway, yeah. It's not the point. But yeah, it was an interesting experience. I love being back in the theater, even though you're right, it's not really a something that what'd you say, an audience, like better with an audience?
I like seeing people react to the movie.
Yeah.
Or like with the audience, and this movie wasn't really like a reacting thing.
Exactly. What were your overall thoughts of the movie?
Yeah, I liked it almost as much as the first one, I'd say. I like, yeah.
Not quite as good.
I mean, it could have been up there for me. I feel like, well, yeah, I thought the story was good. Like, the trailer doesn't even spoil it, like what they're actually trying to do in this one, right? And I thought that was pretty good. Like what they're trying to do, like, and how they left that off from the first one, and how they're leading it into this one. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I think the trailer only showed like the first like 10 minutes.
It didn't show like
not much.
What they're trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. I like that. I'm a big John Krasinski fan, so I'm glad he was in it for at least a little bit.
Even though that whole first scene was like kind of pointless.
Well, like
first sequence.
They only used it to like set up.
To show that they knew the guy, right?
Yeah.
Now, but it was the best part of the movie, I think.
It was cool. It was a cool sequence. The part where the I don't know what to call them. Do they have a name?
They're like aliens.
Yeah, the alien like goes into the car, and like, but before that, it's all quiet.
It's kind of it's kind of a jump scare. Yeah.
Yeah, I jumped a little bit. I was like, oh shit! It's fucking theater sound too. It's so loud.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's also awkward too when it like gets quiet and then like you just hear like there's no sound. It's like awkward because like, you can hear like
people's like popcorn and shit like yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I wanted this to be my first movie back. But...
yeah, there's a lot of silent parts because of they would switch to the deaf girl's perspective.
Yeah.
But overall, I liked it. Yeah, not as good as the first one, but
yeah, I feel like it could have been. Yeah, I feel like it could have been more emotional. I feel like I could have cried if they went from like a different angle about it.
Yeah,
if they tied it back more into the dad, I think.
Yeah,
like a lot more. Like they were doing this whole thing for him, you know.
Yeah,
and like honestly, if like they wouldn't have been able to do it if it wasn't for him, because he did everything for his family.
Yeah,
but,
I agree. But
there's also just story stuff where it's just like I feel like it could have been like legendary.
mm-hmm. my
Like I feel like that main story with the daughter and the guy, right, the new guy.
yeah, yeah.
I feel like they could have done a brother sister thing where it's like they go on their journey and then, but they didn't. They probably didn't trust that those two could carry like pretty much half of the movie.
That's true. Bro, the kid, the little son, dude, he's so stupid, man. He's just so stupid. I hate shit like that. But like, and then at the end where he kind of like pulls the curtain and then it's like the body, the gross
Mm-hmm.
body, and I was like, well, if not point, it felt not pointless, but like kind of pointless, I guess. Or I
Like,
don't
cause
know.
it's like you figured like
Yeah,
that's what
like
will
it
be there.
didn't. We didn't need to
Mm.
see that, you know. And then the other thing, I was watching it with my family, and they're like, she killed the thing with like a blunt object, but it
Yeah,
stabbed right through, and
it's
then
like a yeah.
yeah, they had a problem with that. So, I mean, I was like, well, it's what was there, so, but it's such a small thing. It's whatever. I just thought it was funny.
Can we go into spoilers or?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of already did.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, like I feel like again how it could have been more emotional. The new guy tells the daughter, "Oh, you're just like your dad." Like that could have been a lot more emotional. I think
Hmm.
if like for some I don't know how to write it, but if her dad himself told her that like before he died, you know, like if she
Yeah.
remembered that, because if like this new guy telling me that I'm just like my dad, all right,
Yeah,
thanks.
I thought they were gonna do more flashbacks throughout the movie.
I know because of that first scene, right?
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
they just like completely went away from it.
hmm Like if the story was about her becoming like her dad, then they could have done that, you know, with the flashbacks with the
Yeah.
dad and like her learning from him. But
Yeah, I
you
wanted
know,
more flashbacks.
he wrote the thing in like 3.5 weeks, so
Did he
and it was
really?
still pretty good. So I feel like I read that somewhere.
Holy crap, yeah. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, for 3.5 weeks. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause he just wanted to like write a outline or something or treatment, and then while he was doing that, he was like, "Shit, no, I want to make this." Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So
That's
yeah, he's
talent.
passionate about it. So that's where that's the
And they
shows.
left it open for another one.
Yeah, they already announced the development for the third one. I
Oh,
think. Or
really?
not development, but they announced that they want to do one. Yeah, I don't even know where they could go.
That's true.
Well,
Yeah. Well, yeah,
they
it's
could
just
go
so
more into
open.
like the origins, I guess, of the thingies.
Oh, like a prequel or something.
Yeah,
Well, yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, that's the thing too. Like this story is like they're kind of like, well, they're not exactly saving the world, but it's like it's almost on that level. But it
Yeah.
never like kind of feels that way. So there's that too. Like if they failed, then like that
Then,
I feel like that's huge because they could have they're giving humanity a second chance. I feel like
yeah.
and like that's huge, but it never really feels that way. But it's whatever.
I mean, they could
Movie's still
still
pretty
do
good.
like a world save the world thing in the third one, maybe. Like,
Like even
'cause
bigger.
yeah, like they have this info and the kids figured themselves out, so now they can
Yeah,
take their info worldwide. I don't know.
yeah. They got something.
Yeah, there's something there. Frick, I had something else I wanted to mention, but I can't remember now. Emily Blunt. I feel like she didn't really do much this movie. Maybe that was just
Yeah,
me.
I like that though. I like
Mm,
that it was more about the kids. That's
okay.
why I feel like they should have just get rid of the new guy, just put the two siblings on that journey, and then yeah.
I like how
Meanwhile, where's Emily Blunt?
she straight up just asked him to like, "Yo, like that's my daughter. You gotta go get her." Like,
He's like, fine.
yeah, because I thought I would have just been like, "Fuck no!" Like, go. Who are you asking me this shit? Like, this is my place. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I've been here for how long? Why would I do that now?
Yeah, exactly. So I thought there would be more pushback, but
hmm
um, but overall, what would you give it out of 5?
I give it a 4. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll also give it a 4. It was a fun theater experience for me.
Mm.
I can't wait to go more. Hopefully they get some new stuff in there soon. Is there anything else that's new in the theater that's worth watching?
Black Widow's coming out
When is that?
July, like start of July.
You want to go to
Oh,
the
Top
theater
Gun.
for that? Oh,
I
Top
got a
Gun.
trailer for I got a trailer for that. I saw that.
Okay. They showed it before the movie. Okay, yeah. I'll go to the theater for Top Gun. I don't know about Black Widow. We'll see.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just because like I don't know. It's just such a delay. Maybe
That's
that kind
true. It
of.
was supposed to come out like last year, but
But anyway, 4 out of 5, definitely worth watching. I don't know what it would be. Has A Quiet Place even been on anything like streaming?
the first one was on Hulu for a bit. I don't know if it's still on there.
Well, if you don't want to go to the theater, it'll probably be on streaming at some point. It's a pretty good movie, worth the watch. Our second movie, moving on, that we're supposed to watch was The Conjuring, the new Conjuring movie. The Devil Made Me Do It.
The devil made me do it.
But I didn't have time for it. So, but Elardo did. So Elardo's gonna take it away. What did you think?
I love horror movies, but nobody wants to watch them with me. So I watch them by myself.
Okay, well, I was gonna watch this one. But I was saving it for last, and then I didn't end up getting to it. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
Give your thoughts.
Yeah, I liked it overall. It was definitely not as good as the first one. I didn't watch the second one, but I liked this one because it was different. Like it wasn't a straight up like exorcism, paranormal investigation horror like the first one was. It was more of a. So what happens is this guy kills somebody, and the Warrens, who are the
Hey.
people, their reasoning is he killed the person because he was possessed, but like nobody has ever proven that in court before. So this whole movie is about them trying to prove that, right? Get evidence that he killed somebody through demonic possession. That was the thing.
Okay.
And so yeah, it was more of like a mystery thriller than a horror, I'd say. And it was really good. I thought it was good.
Wow. See, yeah, you told me it was more of a mystery movie, and now I'm gonna watch it. So I might still watch it.
Yeah. There's like some horror elements, but it's like I don't know, like it's not scary. I'd say like it didn't get my heart like beating, or like oh shit, like a horror does. But I was still engaged though because it was like more of a mystery. Like I wanted to know what was going on because they do. Yeah, wait, what's up?
Was there any jump scares?
I guess, but I don't know. I don't like answering that from you because it's like what makes me jump.
Calling me a bitch?
What makes you like? Yeah. I mean, no.
No, just say it. You are. It's fine. It's fine, dude. I'm gonna watch it and then I'll let you know if I jump.
Yeah. I don't remember any good scares though. Like usually I can remember, even if it doesn't get me, I can remember like, oh, that was a good one then. The two leads are really good though. They carry. I feel like they carried the first one too. What else? Oh, there's some comedy in it, which is really good.
Really? In a horror movie?
Yeah. Like more like dialogue jokes, not like any physical or like stuff like that.
Like one-liners.
And also, yeah, like that. And there's, it's a little bit of a spoiler, but I'd say the theme of the movie is love, and yeah, I expected you to like get all cheesy about it. Or, like you wouldn't like it because it's a little cheesy, but I liked it, and the movie even thinks it was cheesy, so it kind of like dialed it down a bit. But I was like, nah, go for it.
Okay, yeah.
The movie kind of resolves because of love, but the movie is even like, nah, this is a little bit cheesy. Let's tone it back. We're a horror movie. But I'm just like, come on, just go for it. Like, why are you scared? Come on.
That's good though, because then I probably would like tear them apart if it's too cheesy. Yeah, you're a horror movie. You can't get too much into it.
I mean, but the payoff though could have been stronger. But like, it's like it's just like, oh, okay, well, it's solved by love. All right.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it a watch and then I'll text you about it because I'm curious. But yeah, what would you give it out of 5?
Yeah, it's like a 3. Pretty good.
3, okay.
I'd give the first one a 4, and I didn't watch that. I'll probably watch the second one at some point.
I kind of forget what happens in like the other movies. I did watch them, but I just forget what happens because it was like
The
so
first
long time
one
ago.
had the hide and go clap.
Clap. Is that the one with the caskets and they're like taking the things off? That
That might
part
have been the
scared the
second one.
shit out of me.
That might be the second one. I don't remember
Oh
that.
shit.
I
Okay.
just remember in the second one, there's the trailer where like there was the cross and then it went upside down like on its own, and the little girl's watching it.
I can't remember. See, it's so long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you want to watch that, it's on HBO
Oh yeah.
Max. It was on HBO, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. HBO Max, definitely worth the watch. Probably, I don't know, according to Elardo. He gave it a 3, so watch that. Moving on. We have Inside, the comedy special by Bo Burnham. Elardo did not get a chance to watch it, so I will talk about what I thought. So it's an hour-long special. I would say it's light on the comedy for a comedy special. It's more dramatic and not sad, but like introspective. I don't know. But okay, so basically the concept is he locked himself in his house for a year. Well, like, pandemic, but like he was also in the house and just making this comedy special. And he's singing and stuff like he usually does, like he's a singing comedian. But like in his talking parts, so his formula is usually like talk, sing kind of thing. And then the talking parts were more like how his mental state is doing during like this being inside all the time. And it kind of leads to his mental breakdown a little bit. And I respect him for like showing all of it because I don't think he was acting or anything. I think it was pretty real. Like it seemed pretty real to me. And I respect that he was like, it was a really like vulnerable thing to do. So definitely
So I
worth
probably should
watching.
have called it. I probably should have called a comedy special in the caption then, huh?
Yeah, I guess not. I
Just
mean,
special. Just special.
there's funny parts, and a lot of his songs are like good satire, but I didn't like laugh a lot. I wasn't like haha. It was more like oh, and then like that's
Thought
kind of
provoking.
funny. Yeah, yeah. Like for example, what's one song that he sang? Well, he has two songs about Jeff Bezos where it's like just saying his name over and over.
Oh, nice.
um, like he has a whole song about a white girl's Instagram. Like it's not really like funny, but it's like, oh yeah, that's like shit that happens. But anyway, I would actually give it a 4.5 out of 5 because
Oh, you giving it that full 5?
I don't think. Well, damn, yeah, you're right. Should I just give it the 5?
Might be recency bias. I'm like, yeah.
Because
You know what that is? Recency bias.
like
It's like when you're still on that high, and it's like, yeah, it's really good.
yeah, because I would watch it again because it was really good. But I don't want to give it a 5.5 because, yeah, I don't know. I just hesitate to give it a 5. Oh, hello to your dogs.
Oh, you can hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, definitely watch it. It's on Netflix. You should watch it and then text me about that.
yeah.
It's definitely worth
I was
the
gonna
watch.
watch it. Yeah.
Especially if you're like, it's super relatable too because he's going through like quarantine and how he's doing and his breakdown. He's by himself, like nobody's there. And it's really impressive. Like he made all of it himself and the lighting is
Yeah.
really
So he
good.
filmed it. Yeah. Filmed it
Yeah.
himself and all that.
The lighting is good. Like he got super creative with it. Like I wouldn't be able to do all that shit by myself. So definitely worth the watch. He kept the visuals super interesting. Probably one of my favorite comedians. Okay. Moving on. Oh, it's the first half of Sweet Tooth, the
Sweet
Netflix
Tooth.
show, new Netflix show.
Yeah.
Do you wanna rattle off your thoughts? Oh, first half only, first 4 episodes.
Yeah. Okay. First 4.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just do my overall thoughts and then just do the same thing next time.
Okay. Yeah. Go.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good overall. I'm not. I think like after Stranger Things, I was just like, all right, Netflix is just, you know, there. I'm not really gonna get into anything that they make anymore. But then this show is actually, I like it a lot. Like, I actually want to watch season 2, or I want a season 2. That first episode I thought was really good. Like the ending of that first episode, I was just like, wow, I need to like watch all of this now. Because I just like the ending a lot. It's the first episode where he's like, "Big man." Yeah, I see a lot of like criticisms online. Oh, sorry.
No, go.
I see a lot of criticisms online that it's predictable, but I feel like I don't know. That word is like doesn't have to like mean something like that. It's bad, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like even though it's predictable, like yeah, it's predictable. Like I thought, like the things that were gonna happen happened.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was still like entertaining and fun to watch because we still want to see how like the characters react to everything. So it's like even though the story's predictable, we still are invested in the characters, you know. So yeah,
I agree, and it's like a different like world. Like you don't know hybrids, and there's not really like a similar concept that I've seen even.
Oh yeah.
So it's an interesting world, very interesting characters. The kid's really stupid, man. I don't like stupid kids. Man.
Yeah, I feel like too many shows and movies try to make kids smart. I just want to see a show or movie where a kid's like super dumb.
I feel like they just do stupid things though often.
Like they try to like make them like sound smarter sometimes though, right? Like the way they talk and stuff.
Yeah.
I want to see a show or a movie where a kid just like is stupid. So like in a way, when they do like stupid stuff, but like it turns out to be smart, you know, I want to see something like that. Be hilarious.
But like when I wish Tandy was in it more, but like
yeah, he was really good actually.
He was really good.
Yeah,
I believed him acting.
He's still in the show a little bit, just like flashbacks and stuff, and he's really good in those too actually. Like yeah, like I want to see this guy more, you know, like the character.
I'm the one that only watched the first half, and I think yeah, he was only in the first episode, right? He wasn't, yeah. So he must come back later.
He comes back a little bit.
Yeah. I like Big Man a lot.
Oh yeah, Big Man's cool. Yeah.
What were you gonna say? Go. I
feel like Will Forte could be a national treasure, but he just like decides not to. Like I feel like he could be a bigger name.
That's true. Like, I'm so sad Last Man on Earth got canceled still.
I feel like everybody that knows him like loves him.
Yeah, that's
the thing
true.
is nobody knows him.
He needs to be in something like big. I feel like he's more like he's so funny. That's why in Last Man on Earth. But,
yeah.
Came to stop by before I go gym. Hey, what's up, Josh? Thanks for stopping by, dude. Have a good lift.
Michelle Obama.
Dude, I love that emote. I don't think it is, but it's somebody, and I like the little like pose like that.
So funny. Nice.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Fucking Tandy.
Tandy.
Yeah, dude. If more people knew about him, he would be a national treasure for sure.
Yeah, he's like a state.
Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub, Josh. 2 months sub.
Nice.
But yeah, he could be a national treasure for sure. What would you give Sweet Tooth out of 5?
I give it a 4. I think it's really good. By the end of the season, yeah, I was like, wow.
Okay, I can't rate it yet because I haven't watched all of it.
Oh yeah,
but the first.
What do you think of all the? What do you think of all the storylines so far? There's like 3 different ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like the doctor's one. I don't. Well, they haven't really gone into the mom and the daughter really. I feel like.
Oh yeah.
I just found out.
The end of the...
Yeah, I just found out about that ugly thing, Bobby.
Oh, Bobby.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I that hasn't really developed yet, so I don't have a feeling about it. But the other 2 are going well.
I also like that it's not trying to be like dark or like, you know, edgy.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of shows nowadays are like it's too much like that, you know.
Yeah.
I like this is trying to be more for like the family, which like Stranger Things. Stranger Things is kind of like not that dark. Like it's still like, well, Stranger Things is a little different, but Stranger Things isn't like too dark, you know.
Yeah.
It's still centered around kids.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Josh. Oh my god, I gotta get my water bottle. Huh,
Okay,
I'll be right back.
I got some right here. I would just drink water. Entertain you, Josh, for a little bit. Hope you do good at the gym. Ooh. Nice hydration. I hydrated.
I needed this hydrate. Ah, hell yeah. Woo!
Nice.
I sprinted to my fridge. All right. What else? What else happened? Oh, the animal people. No, not the hybrids, but like the what are they called? The people with the masks on.
Yeah. I already forget what they're called, but they're weird.
Yeah, they're fucking weird. Do they not come back after the 4th episode? I mean, they're kind of done, right?
Not really. Yeah, they're low key written by boomers. Like the way they're like talking while they're gaming, it's like, bruh.
Yeah. You need
Unless they're actually people like that.
Well, I don't. Yeah. You need a rilato. Then eat a scoop.
Oh, when I was drinking my water, I was so my ASMR hydration.
Did you like gurgle your water? You know how some people
Oh
do
no,
that?
it's disgusting. I watched the iCarly reboot, like the first few episodes, and yeah, she was on a date with a guy, and he was like gurgling his stuff because he's like one of those, pretentious like tasters.
Oh my god!
And he was gurgling his stuff. Yeah.
How is that? How is that?
Well, if you don't like iCarly, then you're not gonna like the reboot.
Well, I liked iCarly. It was okay.
Okay, I feel like the each episode had a story, right? And the story usually ended in like a really random and dumb way. And I feel like that same storytelling isn't carried over, but the dialogue and like the laughs are like pretty much the same.
Okay. Is it supposed to still be like a kids show, or is it like
It's kind of like
they lean it more adulty?
I'd say it's like they definitely wrote it for like Gen Zers and millennials. Yeah, like it's about like the influencer culture and all that, which kind of like makes sense though. Which is pretty cool.
2K points for me to eat a scoop of gelato, Gator Lotto, Relato.
Relato.
Dude, yeah, I should add that.
You saying my name? Oh, I was supposed to do a Hereditary recap.
Oh yes, let's do that. Oh, thank you for the gifted sub, Josh. What the heck? Hey. You're fucking lit. Okay. Thank you, dude. Okay, yeah. So I didn't watch Hereditary. I'm not gonna watch Hereditary. For those of you that are not familiar or not keeping up with the podcast every episode, Elardo is gonna explain to me the plot of Hereditary because I'm not gonna watch it. So, and this is Elardo's. Yeah. Elardo said this is the scariest movie he's ever watched.
Yeah.
So.
Because movies are honestly not that scary, but.
Okay.
All right. So you ready?
Okay.
Hereditary.
Bye, Josh.
Directed by Ari Aster.
Have a good lift. Okay, yeah, go. Yeah. I'm ready.
Yeah. Hereditary, directed by Ari Aster. Needs therapy. Oh, well, his movies are his therapy, so there's that. So there's a family. There's a mom, a dad, the teenage son, and their daughter, who's like 10 years old, I think, 11 years old.
Okay.
Her name is Charlie, and Charlie is fucking weird. like just her vibes is like, oh, this little kid is weird, Okay. And she always makes this noise. She goes like that, like just randomly.
Isn't that a Tourette's thing or no?
Well, hi. Yep. Okay. So yeah, she goes, right? And there's the grandma, right? The mom's name is Annie. Charlie's the daughter, right?
Okay.
So Annie's mom, the grandma, she died like at the start of the story, I think. And the grandma's really close with Charlie. So the movie starts like at a funeral. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. Elardo has to take care of something real quick. Okay, I'll just fill the time. Oh no, he's back. That was quick.
All right, so the grandma is close with Charlie.
Okay.
The grandma dies, so Charlie starts acting up, and the mom's like pissed at her, like, Charlie, why the fuck are you acting up? Just because grandma died. So then the teenage son, his name's Peter, he's gonna go to a high school party, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the mom's like, take your sister because she's acting up. Or no, he lies to his mom. He says I'm going to like a school thing, and then she's like, and the mom's like, take your sister because she's acting up, and he's like, all right, I'll take her. So he takes her to this high school party, and she's allergic to nuts, right? She has a nut allergy. So then he's trying to hit on this girl, and he's like, all right, go eat some cake while I go like smoke some weed or whatever.
Yeah.
And then of course the cake has nuts in it, so she eats the cake and she starts having like an allergic reaction, and he like rushes her out of the party, and he speeds down the highway, and then I'm like, the entire time I'm just like, well, she's fucked, right? She can't live out. You can't just like not have a peanut allergy all of a sudden. She's dead. So she's in the back seat and she's like struggling to breathe. So he rolls down the window and she's sticking her head out, trying to breathe, and then her head collides with the telephone pole, and it decapitates her. And so that
she's
happens.
Just dead.
Yeah, she gets fucking murdered. Or not murdered, but like manslaughter. And then he's in shock, right? So he just drives home, and then he leaves her body in the car because he's just in shock, and he goes to bed. And then
he goes to bed.
Yeah, so that part is based on a real life event where like somebody got his friend killed, and all he did, he's like just in total shock, so he just went to bed. And then it was really well shot, where like he's just in bed, but he's awake the next morning, and the shot is just on his face, and you hear his mom leaving the house, and then she screams because she sees the dead body in the car, and then it cuts to her head on the side of the road, which is disgusting. It's like awful. There's like ants in it and stuff, and it's really gross. So that was like why this movie is scary, because just that image is like, I don't want that image in my head, you know.
Yeah.
And then so the first half of this movie is about like this family and how they grieve over grandma, right? And then the second half is how they grieve over the daughter.
Mm.
And so like the family kind of is like they kind of like, well, the family kind of gets torn apart because the mom, you know, of course blames the son, and the son blames himself, but it's just like this, it's actually like this family drama for a little bit. It's pretty depressing. But then, like, just explaining this, it's like you kind of need to see it for yourself. But so the mom was like trying to grieve over her daughter, right?
Yeah.
She goes to like this, like the Alcoholics Anonymous thing, but like not for alcoholics. It's like for grieving a loved one, right? Yeah. And this lady is like, "Oh, I can help you grieve over her or whatever," and she invites her to her house, and they do a seance so she can communicate with her daughter. And you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And then so that night she comes home, and she goes to her husband and son, and she's like, "Oh, check this out. I can communicate with Charlie." And they just think she's fucking crazy. And then seemingly while she's doing the seance, Charlie possesses her, and she's like starts talking like Charlie, and the two think, they're just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're crazy. Like, is this a joke to you? And then it's like, it's so weird because like that, yeah, like I said, that first part of the movie is just like weird shit's happening, but it's about like this family, and the second half is just like going into like seances and paranormal stuff. So yeah, so Charlie possesses the mom apparently, but then everything goes back to normal, and it's just like something's going on with the mom. And the person that taught her the seance, she finds out that her mom's the grandma died at the start, right?
Yeah.
I'm just getting crazy. So apparently the person that taught her the seance is the grandma's friend, and the mom finds like a book, and they were like friends together, and they were in a cult together. And the cult worshipped this like demon named Paimon, which is funny, Genshin Impact.
Paimon,
like,
nice.
Paimon is like this demon that needs a host.
Oh god.
And so I don't know if the movie really explains it. I don't know how I found out about it, but so you know how the grandma is close with Charlie, right?
Yeah.
So it's like implied that grandma was like setting up Charlie to be the host. and that's why they were close. But Charlie's dead now, and now something's possessed the mom. So is like the thing is like, is that Charlie or is that Paimon, right?
Yeah.
So then now shit starts happening to the house where like crazy shit happens. The son hears like in the middle of the night,
Yo. No.
And then like what happened? I don't know how it gets to this point, but like, oh, Charlie had a sketchbook where she would draw stuff, and that's how she summoned Charlie, was with the sketchbook. Like that's how she communicated with her. So the mom was gonna burn the book, but when she tries to burn it, like she catches on fire. So she's like, oh shit, I can't burn the book then. So she gets her husband like, okay, burn the book, and you have to sacrifice me. I can't do it myself. So then the husband's like, you're fucking crazy. So the mom's like, all right, I'll just do it myself, and she throws the book into the fire, and then her husband catches on fire and he dies. So I don't know how that works, but yeah. So
wait, what?
He dies. Yeah, I don't know how that works, but that's how it happened. And then the son like comes down, he finds dad's burnt body, and he's like, "Holy shit, what's going on?" And then the mom, at this point, the mom's fully possessed. Like when he's walking through the house, he doesn't see her, but us, the audience, see her like crawling on the top of the walls and shit. And she's like, like crawling around like a
what the fuck?
Yeah, this is like the last like 10 minutes of the movie. Shit just goes crazy. So like the last 10 minutes is the son like running around the house trying to get away from his mom, and while this happens, you see like naked people in like in the shadows of the house, like fat. There's like the fat old man. He's just naked, and there's like old ladies too. And she's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Fuck?
Like, and he ends up in the attic, and he thinks he's away from his mom, and then he hears, and then he looks up, and it's his mom cutting her own head with a piano wire. So that's the second image where I was like, "Oh, I did not need to see that." And then he eventually like just goes like, "Oh my god!" and he flies out the attic window. And then you assume that he's dead because the camera's just on his like body. But then throughout the entire movie, you see like an orb of light following him, and that's Paimon, I'm assuming, because then the light goes into his body, which I assume is dead, and then he like wakes up, and then and then he goes, and he goes to the treehouse. There's a treehouse that Charlie would go into, and then like the cult is in there, and that's who all the naked people were the cult. And so Paimon has a host now, and it's him, and they all and then the movie ends.
What? Dude, there's no way I would be able to watch that shit. Holy fuck. Dude, you explained that really well, I gotta say though. Like, yeah, I feel like I watched it.
I was kind of from I have my notes here, but I didn't even really look at them.
Wow. Dude, my friend was telling me about it too, and he was like, dude, whoever wrote that movie something's wrong with them. Oh my god, a piano wire.
Yeah, that was disgusting. Like just the noise, I was like, oh, what is that?
And like, did the head fall off or like?
Oh yeah, she cut off her own head. Yeah.
Oh. And then that's when he jumped out the window?
Yeah, because he was just like, holy shit. Oh, there's also somebody in the attic that he saw that was naked too in there.
And were the naked people like alive? They were alive, right?
Yeah, they're alive. They were the cult members, yeah. I feel like, the movie's like, the story itself isn't scary, it's just the visuals. Like the stuff like you're looking at is just like, oh. Like,
yeah.
I don't want that in my head.
It's like unsettling.
Yeah.
Yo, no. What the fuck? Dude, I kind of want to watch it, but then I don't want to like scar myself for life, so I'm not gonna. But damn. Well, thank you for explaining that. That was
yeah. I knew I had to add in the I knew like once she died, I was like, oh, he's gonna hear that at night, and like that exact thing happens.
Holy shit!
He tries to sleep and he hears it, and he's like, and I was like, oh.
Dude, he's like the victim of the whole movie then, kind of. Well,
kind of, yeah.
No, yeah, because he experienced everything.
Yeah. The entire family just kind of gets fucked, but
dude, yeah. How does that make sense?
I don't know how that makes sense. They might have explained it, but I remember seeing that. I was just like, oh, all right, he's on fire now.
What the fuck? Whew. Okay, well, I feel like I watched it, so we'll go with that. What would you give it out of 5?
It's a 4.
It's a 4? Why is it not a 5?
Uh, I just feel bad at the end. Like like, does this family deserve that? Just like the overall story is like this family trying to grieve, right?
Yeah.
Over like all this shit happening to them and then at the end like they just all die. So it's just like, all right, kind of fucked up, but the experience is really good.
Okay.
I feel like the only horror movies I'll give a 5 is The Ring, the remake, and The Thing. The Ring and The Thing.
The Ring and the Thing. I would not watch either of those.
The
Definitely.
Thing isn't even really well. It is horror, but I love The Thing because like they're not stupid in that movie. Like the first thing they try to do is kill the monster with fire, and the throughout the entire movie they're just getting outsmarted. Love that
Damn.
movie.
So
Yeah.
would you say I could watch it?
The Thing, yeah, it's just really gross too. Like
Oh.
not like scary gross, just like oh gross. There's a lot of like body horror where it's like gross shit's happening to the body.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll get around to it one day.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, with that, that was the last thing that I had. Um. So next episode, I'll just go through my plugs and shit. The housekeeping.
Yeah.
Next episode we have
Yeah.
Luka. That's on Disney Plus. Luka. Is that what's the whole title? Is it just Luka?
It's just Luka.
Thought it had a long title for some reason. Anyway, Luka, Willy's Wonderland. The first half of High School Musical, the musical, the series, season 2. The first half of Loki, and the second half of Sweet Tooth and Chaos Walking. So we have another loaded episode next time. We may have to move it to another Saturday again. We'll have to see. But for the updates, that's why you should follow us on socials at Mixed Podcasting, especially Instagram. That's the one we've been updating like a ton. Instagram and Twitter, I guess we need to use Twitter more, but we don't.
Oh,
so
yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah.
it's okay. Definitely follow our Instagram though. That's where all our updates are. We post clips. But yeah, definitely follow us on there. If you like the live show, also please feel free, to drop a follow here on Twitch on this channel. We do a live show here every other. Well, I put Wednesday night, but it might be Saturday next time too. Shout out to Josh, by the way, for stopping by and leaving the gifted sub and subbing. Josh is awesome. He has a stream himself, by the way, where it's a Pokemon card store. So like people buy packs and like battle Pokemon on stream. It's so if you're into Pokemon, I would definitely say check it out. It's pretty interesting. But yeah. Any other closing thoughts, Elardo, from you?
Nope.
Well, if you listened and you're still curious about Hereditary, watch Hereditary and then let us know what you think, because I'm interested, but I will never watch it. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Shoots.
Shoots.